Kris Bryant's in studio with us, Rookie of the Year from the Cubbies, and we were talking during the break that Gallo, the great young prospect for the Rangers, a couple of years younger, but your dad gave him some hitting instructions back in the day. You played with Bryce Harper, and I love to ask young athletes this. I forgot to add this, as I'm jealous of everything. I'm broken down, middling scrub, mid-major Division I player myself. So I look at you guys, and I'm inherently jealous because I know I was never that good. When did you know? When did you say to yourself, I want to be in? When did you know, man, I'm good enough to be in the major leagues? When did that click in for you?
Man, I mean, well, when I was growing up, I was pretty good growing up. So I realized that when I was 12 years old, I think I really wanted to play in the major leagues.
Were you big?
But a lot of 12-year-olds say that, too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I asked, when
I
did
think
you know?
That's the time where I kind of separated myself. I started hitting a lot of home runs. I wasn't super big. I just was really into, being more analytical about the game of baseball and realizing what I need to do with my swing to produce certain types of what I want, like home runs or anything.
Wow, that's young to realize that.
Yeah, so, I mean, and my dad was really good helping me with that. I mean, he was into it from the very get-go. I mean, he sold his business so that he could coach me and just show me the way. And, I mean, I'm grateful for him for that. And then just getting to your question of, I mean, I don't know when there was a time where it was just like things clicked where I was like, I belong here. But I think in order to belong there, you have to believe it first. And,
Well, I believed it, but I didn't belong.
You have to.
So it's a false belief for some.
But that's the first thing you need, and I believed that from the day that I got drafted. And I really worked hard at it.
Yeah.
And my dream came true, and I'm living the dream.
You were always
look at this kid.
You were always
Just
a
look at
baseball
this
player.
kid.
Did you ever do anything else?
I always played baseball.
Never played football. Never,
Nope.
because I look at you. I
You
met
play
you
power
when I
forward,
met you out
6'5"?
there. I was like, dude, this kid is big.
I
Man.
can see him being the stud quarterback, the small
without a
forward,
doubt.
averaging 20 points
I
a
can't
game.
throw a football. I got the baseball motion's a little different for me. But I played some pickup basketball with the varsity basketball team in high school, and they would always tell me, you got to come out and play, man. I was like, no, because it kind of ran into baseball season. I'll sprain my ankle, and I want to be able to play baseball.
Exactly.
And I kick myself for that.
I got a nitpick now. As we throw all the platitudes your way,
Yes.
you've earned them.
Please do.
199 whiffs, young man. How do you tighten up that strike zone and make a little more contact?
Yeah, it's something that I've always wanted to work on too. So and I believe that I can do it. I mean, that's a good place to start to go down from. You know what I'm saying? So, but I was talking to someone earlier. I think it's important to realize what you do well and what you don't do well, and realize that you're not a perfect player. So. And I think the sooner you realize that, the more of your potential comes out and the better you'll be for it.
Let me ask you this. I don't even know if you ever even think of hitting in these, like in this context. Would you rather be somebody who hit, 325, 330, 40 doubles, 22, 23 jacks, or somebody who hits 285 with 40 home runs? What's more
think
appealing to you?
The latter.
It is the home runs.
I think growing up, you're like, you want to hit a home run. It's like,
I know.
Nobody's like, oh, I got this sweet, nice
I wanna
single
smack
the
it the
other
other
way.
way.
It's
No,
like,
no.
I hit my first home run when I was 8 years old. Or even pitching too. I mean, nothing to take away pitchers, but I wasn't like all hyped up about, I'm going to strike this guy out. I was like, if I hit a home run, because when I was growing up, my grandparents would give me $20 every home run I hit.
Oh,
So
you were
I was
incentivized.
already a millionaire when he's 12.
Jeez.
I had some incentives from growing up. So, but that was just me growing up.
Yeah.
So I take the latter.
Okay.
On that
All
one.
right. You think the Cubs would agree with that?
I think so. I think they know the type of player that I am, and they accept it. And they are really great about telling me what they like about me and
Sure.
what I need to work on, and they know what I know what I need to do too. So it's nice that it's refreshing to see that they're satisfied with what I do.
That's the National League Rookie of the Year, and it's Kris Bryant. He's with us in studio from the Cubbies, third baseman on Tiki and Tierney.
Now, I have to ask a question because it's in the news, and I'm sure this is a discussion mostly for your agent, Scott Boras, who is one of the greatest in the business. But the grievance was fired.
Jobs for this guy's contract in 7 years,
tell me
whatever
about
it
it.
is.
Against the Cubs, the grievance that was filed. What do you expect to happen there?
Honestly, I have no clue. I don't know how the process works. It's really the union matter. I mean, you guys are probably pretty familiar with it. So as a player, I mean, there's nothing that I can do or say to do. I mean, I just got to go out there and play and focus on helping the team win. And that's really what I did from the very get-go. I mean, spring training up until this point, I mean, I had a blast doing it, won a lot of games, and had fun playing baseball. So, I mean, certain things. I mean, it's a business, I'm realizing.
Of course.
And,
especially because
this
they
is
waited for one game after they could, and then they bring you up, and now the conversation starts. It's almost like a formality in some regards.
Sure.
But if it changes, what do you think that does to the young kids like you who are going to come after you? Because that's really the issue.
Right.
It's probably not going to affect you at all.
Right.
But the guys behind you may get seriously affected by a situation like this.
Yeah, I think just going to bat for people after me, it's important. I mean, as players, I think we come together, and I think if this could help, I mean, no system is perfect, so things change over time, and I think this is something that probably will get changed, but we'll see. Well, you never know.
All right, take us in the batter's box, and there is a plethora of young flame-throwing studs.
Oh, God.
The Mets have a bunch.
Yes,
Kershaw's one. Greinke's flat out nasty. Cards have a couple. You know the pitchers. Garrett Cole. What is the most? Who gives you the most uncomfortable at bat where you just don't feel right?
Chris Sale.
Chris Sale from the White Sox.
Yeah, it's
Delivery, because this is the
That was a quick answer too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the delivery, he throws 100. He's lefty. He's funky.
Herky-jerky, kind of from the
slider,
side, right?
changeup. Yeah, you don't know what's you don't know where it's coming. I mean, he's a great pitcher. I mean,
Yeah.
I'd love for him to be on my team.
Well, he's only a few miles away, so.
And we got to play him all the time. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's unbelievable. But every pitcher's so different. I mean, Kershaw's got a weird delivery too. It looks like it's just straight over the top, but it's
His
really funky.
curveball, man, it's literally 12-6.
Yeah, you should
How
stand,
do
you
you
should
hit
stand
that?
in the box and see it. I don't know how. I mean, I think I hit one good this year off of it, and I was like, whoa, it found my barrel.
What's the percentage breakdown of Cubs and White Sox fans do you think in the city of Chicago?
Oh man,
I know it's more
have no
Cubbies,
clue.
but give us like I think as a Yankee fan, I'm a Yankee. Grew up in New York. He's a Met guy. Tiki's a Yankee guy. Sam, they used to work at Yankee Stadium selling concessions. That's a true story. A lot of Yankee fans here. I think it's 65-35 Yankees in New York. It tilted a little this year because the Mets were better.
Yeah.
What do you think it is in
I
Chicago?
think it's around the same. It's like 60-40 Cubs.
About the same?
But I mean, when the White Sox came to play us, I mean, it felt like there was more White Sox fans in the crowd. But then we went to
In Wrigley?
When we went to Cellular Field, there was more Cubs fans. So it was maybe
That's interesting.
because it's
You know what that
interleague,
is?
and they
Profit taking. Profit taking.
Secondary market.
Exactly.
We don't get to see your team in that venue very often,
Right,
so it's more
exactly.
appeal.
So, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's interesting.
and same with we played the Royals earlier this year, and the Royals fans wanted to come see Wrigley Field because it's so historic, and it was like we were playing in Kauffman Stadium. It's crazy.
Do you know any? Do you know Derek Rose? You know any of the football players in
Does it
Chicago?
cross
You know
over?
any of these
I
guys?
wonder, because it crosses over in New York because
Sure.
it's a
Yeah.
tight city. Does it cross over?
Not much. I mean, I think there's opportunities there for you to take it, but we're so busy. It's hard to. I mean, I met a couple of the basketball players, and I went to a Bears game, a preseason Bears game earlier. So I mean, I met some of the guys, but it's really hard to kind of connect with them. I mean, the seasons are at different times.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, that's true. And plus, I don't know if there's a lot of really young guys on the Bears right now.
Well, the receiver they took, who we had on the show from West Virginia, why am I forgetting it? Well, Kevin White.
Kevin White, but he hasn't
missed.
played
He's
all
hurt.
year.
He missed
Yeah.
the whole season. That's right. There's not that many young guys on the team.
What's your view, long view, I guess really short view, because I think the opportunity, we always talk about windows for championships with any team. But what's your short view for this club squad to take the next step? Because you were there, but there were deficiencies. What's the next step?
Yeah, well, I think they fill the need this offseason. I mean, getting another starter in John Lackey. I mean, he's a competitor. Bulldog. I mean, I hated playing against him. I mean, I hated seeing him.
He's a red ass. He's a tough guy to compete against.
Yeah, and I'm glad he's on our team now. I mean, and then Zobers too, a contact hitter. Our team struck out as a lot, as you mentioned earlier. It's good to have a guy like that. So I think we're definitely heading in the right direction. And just us, the core of young guys. I mean, we're going to be young for a while here, and hopefully we can take advantage of that.
About 3 years ago, I remember saying to Tiki, I said, Tiki, you got to start watching this kid for the Cubbies, Anthony Rizzo.
Yeah.
He can pick it. He's got easy power. He's a big, strong kid.
Every time he hit a home run, Rizzo!
Oh, of course, then I'd have
it's
to pat
crazy.
myself on the back. Is he the leader? Because you mentioned the youth on this team, but he's been around a little longer than most. And now with Castro being dealt, is he the vocal leader amongst position players? Who is it, if not?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we make fun of him for it because he's 26 and he's like a 3-year veteran or something like that. But he definitely is. We kind of follow his lead. I mean, he's a great guy. I mean, he's easy to talk to, so it's nice to have a guy like that. But I mean, John Lester. I mean, he's won a World Series or 2 World Series. David Ross has actually been the leader for us. I mean, he's 38 years old.
Yeah, he's won as well.
He's unbelievable. I think he should be a manager one day, and But I mean, we got a great group of guys that all lead in their own certain ways, and Anthony's definitely one of those.